Good morning, everyone. I'm Anne-Marie Green. We begin this morning with a truly historic summit between North and South Korea. The country's leaders, Kim Jong-un and Moon Jae-in, agreed to work toward complete denuclearization of the Korean peninsula. They also agreed to eventually sign a peace treaty officially ending the Korean War. President Trump tweeted about the summit, saying, quote, "After a furious year of missile launches and nuclear testing, a historic meeting between North and South Korea is now taking place. Good things are happening, but only time will tell." Ben Tracy is following the latest in Seoul, South Korea.
A lot of people thought not much might come of this summit, but it now appears that it was both symbolism and substance. Kim Jong-un is saying what they've agreed to is just the tip of the iceberg, and that he plans to follow through on the agreement.
This is a moment no one could have predicted just a few months ago. But after signing their agreement, Kim Jong-un and President Moon Jae-in were clearly pleased with what they had accomplished. The South Korean president declared a new era of peace on the Korean peninsula. The two Koreas agreed to officially end the Korean War by the end of the year, resume reunions of families separated during the conflict, and turn the DMZ into what they call a genuine peace zone. President Moon will visit North Korea for a second summit this fall. The two leaders seem to have an instant rapport the minute Kim Jong-un made history by becoming the first North Korean leader to step foot in the South. In a brief diplomatic dance, he invited President Moon to cross the military demarcation line back into the north. South Korea literally rolled out the red carpet for their once recent enemy, and the two men were often seen smiling and even laughing together. After planting a pine tree, a symbol of peace, they sat alone for a full 30 minutes in what appeared to be an in-depth conversation. But North Korea agreeing to the denuclearization of the Korean peninsula was the ultimate goal of this summit. So far, there are no specifics as to how or when that will happen or what Kim Jong-un wants in return.
The devil is in the details.
In Bom-chong is a retired lieutenant general of the South Korean Army. He's been surprised by Kim Jong-un's pivot towards peace.
Are you buying what he's selling?
I'm going to give him the benefit of that doubt with a certain dose of caution. So I'm going to wait and see, and I don't think I'm going to have to wait too long.
Now, we should keep in mind that North Korea has promised to denuclearize in the past and not followed through on that, but Kim Jong-un does seem committed to at least no longer firing off those missiles. He even joked that he'll no longer interrupt President Moon's sleep with early morning rocket launches. Anne-Marie?
Ben Tracy, thank you. For more on this,